Hello everyone and welcome back to the Up the Guts podcast. Joining as always is your host Tricky. No Holty this week, but of course we're joined by Connor. How are we, Connor?
Good, mate. Just thought I'd let you guys know that today's episode is sponsored by Canadian Club Soda and Lime. It is low in sugar, low in calories, and very natural flavouring. So shout out to Canadian Club for sponsoring this one.
Give us a sip, why don't you?
It's good.
Good, yeah,
very
good,
nice.
Very nice. Prefer it over the normal dries?
I actually do. I've had too many big nights on the dries now that, and they kind of just taste like garbage to me now.
I'm always a sucker for the dries.
I still like them. But
Do you prefer the dries over the colas though?
Oh, the cola's a dog shit.
Oh, I've had people sit there and tell me the colas are better than the dries.
There's no drink that's good with cola in it.
No, I don't.
No premixes. Kraken's crap. Jameson Cola's terrible. Jim Beam's like drinking bloody rat piss.
I don't mind a bit of Jim Beam.
No, it's disgusting.
Nah.
Jack Daniels is...
Jack Daniels is great.
No, it's not.
It's fucking great,
It's
mate.
not great.
It's great.
It is not good.
It's one of my
at all.
go-tos.
No.
And it's Holty's go-to as well.
I'd much rather throw that bottle at a wall.
What's your go-to beer then?
VB every day of the week.
BB, yeah.
I do like a bit of Carlton Dry. 'Cause Great Northern's starting to creep in there too.
Yeah, Great Northern's
But
always
VB
good.
always. VB on tap every day of the week.
BB on tap, yeah. Great Northern, I feel like I prefer beer when it's out of glass, like glass bottle.
Yeah,
like,
but it's got to be a
I don't know,
dark glass.
I don't know. I don't really know if I like them out of a can as such.
Oh no, God no! Cans are terrible.
Yeah, I don't like if you have to go. With
Cans
a can,
are only good for soft drink, I find.
Yeah. Everything else is better in bottle.
Yeah, but the bottle's got to be dark.
Why?
Do you not know that?
No.
No, well, so the real reason... So if you have beer in a clear bottle, it gets ruined by the sun.
So like your Carlton Dries and all that.
Yeah, so that's why VBs I find so much better. Carlton Dries
'Cause
as
it's
well.
dark.
It's in the darker thing, so it doesn't get affected by the sun as much.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
learn something new every day, I guess.
Exactly right.
Before we get into this eventful day today, how was your day?
Yeah, it was rough.
You want to tap into it?
No, we'll hit that one. So we've had some comments before the podcast about people. I just want to shout out to the listeners. If you're going to quit a job,
Thank you. This is what I want to touch on. Yep.
do it the right way. Don't do things the wrong way and just resign on the spot. Finish your roster, because at the end of the day, you never know when you might want to come back or who they're going to call for references.
Exactly.
So just a shout out to any listeners looking for jobs or thinking about leaving a job. Do it the right way, because you don't want to close that door.
That's exactly right. I've been told that many a times. Always leave them the good terms.
Exactly.
So then if you need to go back or if you need a reference,
Exactly right.
And if you gave me a reference, we'd probably be like, that bloke's a
Terrible
bloke.
worker, shit worker.
Average bloke. Wouldn't want to do anything with him.
Nah, yeah.
Don't recommend starting a podcast with him.
Got to be honest. So, yeah, it would be tough for that employee to listen to my reference of you. But they'll...
Could we get a little bit of an inside view?
No, we'll just... The day will come eventually when you leave McDonald's, and I'm sure I'll have to give you a reference. I'll give honest references.
Give honest ones.
Yeah.
What's the... if you gave some brutal ones there along the days?
I gave... Not brutal, just honest, like if like the person's actually good or not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hand that over to someone taking on that person if they're no good.
Mm-hmm. So, do you want to start with the trade or do you want to start with the coaching situation?
Or should we do highs and lows first?
Great call, actually.
Yeah, the old tops and lows.
My first high would have to be... who was the coach of the Beach Lanka, sorry?
Namibia?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good win, that.
Yeah, that is good.
That's a good win.
They're good, though. They did well last World Cup, too.
And high, World Cup getting kicked off.
Yep.
That's always a good high. Low, commentary didn't go to plan.
Yeah, that's going real well, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it didn't go to plan. They had the wrong chord. They had the wrong chord. But hopefully next week, but the weather doesn't look good again. But if it is next week, if they get on next week, Carlton have agreed and K-South Melbourne agreed, instead of just playing the 1 day out, they're going to do the 2 day on the Saturday and Sunday so they can get a bit more cricket into it.
Oh.
So...
That's if the weather... What if the weather
if the weather
hold up 1 day?
Maybe I don't know if they would consider doing a 1 day on a Sunday, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, you would think so. I mean, they haven't played one lick of cricket, the old Premier Cricket, have they?
Oh, they had practice matches on it.
Practice matches.
The ones and twos.
Making runs in practice matches like fucking your sister. Doesn't count.
What's that like, Connor?
Don't know. Never done it. Never made runs in practice matches.
Do you want to do the coaches or you also highs?
I might, just skip over my highs.
Sorry, mate.
I'll start on a low. I'll do a feedback sandwich because the great man's not here. Lows, the weather. That can go get fucked. Seriously.
Not today.
Today's beautiful, but the whole week, it's what's it this week? Would have been round 3 of cricket. Yet to play a game down in Ferntree Gully. Mm-hmm. So I'll touch on to that because I'm going to have a bake at the league on that one. High T20 World Cup's on. That was good. I watched the Netherlands v... Who did they play last? UAE. That was awesome to watch.
Tom Cooper, wasn't it? Was playing?
Yeah, Tom Cooper was playing. He was shithouse. So well done, Tom. They had this one bloke, the opener, O'Dowd. Oh my God, he was good. Yeah. He had the bat lift of a baseball and he could hit the ball. But he genuinely looked like they've just found him out of the red light district down in Amsterdam. But it turns out he actually plays cricket for New Zealand. Another high. No. I want to say St Kilda. That's funny. We'll touch on that. And then I'll just go back with a low. I had to sit through the baby show yesterday at the Melbourne Expo yesterday. Now, fellas, if you ever get told by your pregnant partner or wife to go to a baby expo, say you are busy and you have something else on because that was not great.
How long to go for?
We were there for about 3 hours. I'm so glad we had everything bought before we actually went there and we just had little bits and pieces to buy because if we didn't have the pram and stuff, that would have been a long day out.
Yeah. So no good.
No good. I would... Yeah, if you've ever asked to go, just say you're playing cricket or something. Just make something up. You're painting the walls or you're cleaning your fridge magnets.
playing cricket.
Yeah, just say you're cleaning your fridge magnets or some shit.
Do you want to do the trade or do you want to do the St Kilda first?
Let's do the trade.
Okay, yeah. Do you want to start off the first one? We'll just pretty much going to recap over all the trades that have happened and winners and losers of it, I guess, really, yeah.
Yeah, so obviously the first trade to kick us off was Collingwood. Bobby Hill and a third round pick. Bobby Hill and a third round pick to GWS. Obviously, GWS received a third round pick, currently 43, and a future second round pick. I would say that's even trade for me.
Yeah, I agree with that one, yeah.
Bobby Hill could go either way, but I think for GWS to get rid of him, obviously they're trying to build their draft rack. They're on a rebuild, so that's not bad.
Yeah, definitely agree. Next one was we have Richmond. Tim Taranto to Richmond. GWS received a pick 12 first rounder and pick 19, which is a second rounder. Who wins this one?
Oh, GWS.
Tim Taranto is a quality player.
Yeah, he's good, but they've just got 2 first round picks.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they got a future first, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd still take that.
Next one.
So obviously Carlton received Blake Acres. Fremantle received a future third round pick. Carlton have won that by the Flemington straight.
Yeah, that was
good.
He's this quality player. Obviously, he was at St Kilda before.
He would be. Oh, honestly, he would be in the top 5 wingers in the AFL.
Oh yeah,
after last year.
While we're talking, what you mentioned now, who would you have in that top 5? Don't say maybe not a particular order. If you've got an order,
I don't have an order. McCluggage is definitely probably the number 1. Is Whitfield playing off the wing these days?
I think he's more half back.
Oh, I'm putting Whitfield on the
Langdon.
Wing. Yeah, Ed Langdon, and then you've got Took Miller because he's an All-Australian winger.
Take Took Miller off. I'm going to throw in one. Josh Jacobs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll allow that.
Yeah.
Who else you got? Probably Sam Draper. He plays off the winger every now and then. If you've seen his goal of the year, that was pretty good. He'd be up there, I would think.
Yeah.
I can't actually think of Blitzars.
Now, North Melbourne, they received Griffin Logue, Darcy Tucker, and a future third round pick. In return, Fremantle will get a future second, a future third, and a future fourth.
I reckon North win that.
Yeah, because Griffin Logue will be quality. Darcy Tucker's a bit, we don't know.
You haven't seen much of him, I don't
But Griffin Logue's quality. I hope they lock him down in a key position down back. He doesn't want to play forward. He's not a forward. He's not a forward, but you know.
He won't be up forward with Suva and what's the other bloke's name?
Cam Zoha.
That one, yep. And then they've got Cam, Coleman Jones, and
Cherry
as well. So yeah, he'll be down back, you would think.
Yep.
Obviously, the next one was Fremantle. Oh, sorry. No, that wasn't the next one. Obviously, St Kilda gave away Ben Long and received a second round pick. Well done, St Kilda. For a great pickup, that one. I don't think that's a win for either club, to be honest.
No, I don't think so. But like some people are disappointed about Ben Long going, but
why? He's garbage. One thing I will give Ben Long, he is a goer, and
we love our goers.
He's tough. That's all he is. His skills are terrible.
We do love our goers on the Up the Guts podcast. Goers. And what else was me next? Yeah, Gold Coast also, they received Tom Berry, a third-round pick, currently 46, and a future second-round pick, which is tied to GWS. Brisbane, in return, got 2 second-round picks, 25 and 36, and a third-round pick, 56. I reckon Brisbane have won this.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We haven't seen enough of Tom Berry to give away 2 second round, I guess. No. I don't know what he went.
He seemed like he's...
Yeah, I don't know what he went in when he was drafted, but...
No, neither.
Yeah, so...
I'm skipping the next one because I don't think no one knows who Corbett is.
Corbett? I do. But anyways, yep. Skip it.
We'll skip that one. Geelong obviously received Tanner Bruin. GWS received first round pick, currently 19. What was Tanner Bruin in the draft? He was like pick 4 or 5, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was high up there. He was the one who didn't want to go in a state.
Even.
Yeah, I agree. You've seen not a lot of him, but enough of him to see he's got talent.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Next one, GWS received Toby Bedford. Then Melbourne received a third-round pick, which is currently number 44. GWS, I reckon, on this.
Yeah.
Good pick up for them.
Yeah, Toby Bedford's, by all remarks, they reckon he's going to be good. So GWS obviously looking to get some picks out of the way. Second late, yep. I would say, yep, GWS win that.
You got the next one?
Fremantle, Luke Jackson, third-round pick and currently 44, and fourth-round pick, currently 67. Obviously, Melbourne get a first-round pick, which is currently 13, a future first and a future second. Melbourne win that.
Yeah.
I don't think Luke Jackson's going to be as good as everyone thinks he is.
He's got all... I don't know if he's got the talent as a footballer necessarily, but he's got the athleticism on his side.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
That's one thing I'll say about him, but as a footballer... He's good. Don't get me wrong, but like good, the way they were talking him up.
Yeah, they're talking him up too much.
Yeah.
Hasn't done anything yet.
Now you can comment on this one after I do this one. Essendon picked up Will Setterfield from Carlton and gave away a future fourth. Are you happy with this pickup?
I think this is a very good pickup, and I think this is a big win for Essendon. I think he's what we need.
Is he in your best 22 round one?
I would think so. He'd probably play. It depends on what Nick Cox, Archie Perkins are looking like. I think he would be in our best 22 anyway. Because you could play him off the halfback flank if you needed to.
Mm-hmm. Next one.
Isaac Rankin and a third-round pick, currently 46, and a future fourth to Adelaide. Obviously, Gold Coast received first-round pick, which is currently 5, future third, and future fourth.
Pretty...
I don't know. It's a bit of a...
He's on a fair bit of money going over to Adelaide.
I would say it's pretty even.
I would too.
I think both clubs win there.
Yeah. Now we'll do the first part of the mega deal that happened.
Oh.
First part was Port Adelaide received Jason Horne-Francis and a future third. North Melbourne got a third-round pick, which is currently 43, and a future first. Then Port Adelaide also received in that Junior Rioli. West Coast came in and got a first-round pick, number 8, future second, and a future third. Was Gunston? No, he wasn't in.
No, he wasn't.
It was just picks after that, I think.
I want to say North, because I think Jason Horne-Francis is a little girl. But if you're looking at it, Port probably win that trade, but I think North Melbourne would have done the right thing by getting that piece of shit out of their club.
Yeah, no, I agree with that part. You got the next one?
So obviously the Gunston one, are we up to?
Yeah, we're up to the Gunston.
So obviously Jack Gunston joined Brisbane. Hawthorn received a third-round pick, currently 48, and a future fourth. I think Brisbane win that. Tricky's just fixing something. So obviously the next one was Carl Amon. Was picked up by Hawthorn as a free agent. Currently Port Adelaide second round compensation. Currently 27. I think you always lose in a free agency trade. So I'm going to say Hawthorn win that. And then obviously the next one was another free agent, which was Jaden Hunt to West Coast. Melbourne received a third round compensation. Currently 52. West Coast win that one too.
Yeah, 100%.
While Tricky's still fixing things, I'll roll it through. Collingwood, obviously, another free agency, Dan McStay. Brisbane got a second round compensation, currently 35. Brisbane win that because Collingwood are pieces of shit.
Ouch. Ouch.
Ouch.
I don't know what to think about Dan McStay yet. Like, it's too early to tell, I think.
I reckon he's playing down back.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon he's going to play down back.
Why's that?
I just got a feeling.
You heard some rumours, you think?
I just think Collingwood's forward line's not bad at the minute. It's obviously not star-studded, but it's got enough
And like
damage in there.
he's not going to be your number one key forward. You wouldn't want that.
Nah, he'd be
he's another Myercheck.
Yeah, so I think ultimately, if you look at Collingwood's team right now, I'd say they're struggling down back, where their forward line, they're built around forward pressure and obviously the medium to small forwards.
Mm-hmm.
Myercheck's not massive, but he does the job.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And then you got Darcy Cameron and the big Coxie rolling through.
Oh, yeah. Coxie!
Big Coxie.
I'll use your damn mistake. So, Western Bulldogs received Liam Jones as a free agent, and Carlton got a third-round compensation pick, which is number 49 at the minute. What do you think of Liam Jones coming back playing and going back to the Bulldogs?
I don't see why Carlton got a compensation pick for this.
Yeah, I don't see.
He retired. They shouldn't. So if Tipper comes back, we should get compensation too.
Because like as we're going to talk about in the next pick, why does Carlton get a compensation pick but Bulldogs don't?
Yeah, exactly.
So like in the next, while we're on it, next one, St Kilda received Zane Cordy, but then Western Bulldogs received no compensation pick after signing Liam Jones as an unrestricted free agent. Like, how's it work both ways?
Yeah, I know. It's a bit to be fair though, I think Bulldogs don't deserve a compensation pick for getting rid of Zane Cordy. I think that's its compensation in itself.
You don't rate him at all, do you?
He's terrible. He's been on the list for 8 years and done nothing. He's garbage.
Kicked the first goal in the 2016 grand final.
He did. Probably won some poor sucker lots of money.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, I'll touch on this. And obviously, Melbourne received Brodie Grundy. Collingwood got a second-round pick, currently 27. Absolute donuts, that one. Trick is banging his head on the table. That is about as... that's what I call daylight robbery.
Pick 27 for Brodie Grundy. 27!
If Jackson's worth 2 first-round picks, Grundy's worth 3. But obviously, salary cap, they pushed him out, so you get what you're given.
Yeah, but still. That's...
Melbourne win that trade.
Melbourne win that by the length of Flemington, like, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
And then the big winner. The winner of the whole trade period.
This wins the trade period.
Geelong received Jack Bowes and pick 7, and Gold Coast received a future third.
What are Gold Coast doing? Seriously, why would you give that up? A pick 7 and Jack Bowes and get a third just to take some salary off you? You are fucking peanuts.
Yeah. Do you think Jack Bowes fits in that 22? They reckon he goes in as a midfielder straight away.
Well, they got rid of Cooper Stevens, so that obviously puts him up the pecking order a little bit. Seld retired, so yeah, I reckon he does. It will be him or Tanner Bruin fighting in it.
I'm going to lie, it's mentioned now. I knew Cooper Stevens got traded, but I left him off here. Anyways. Yeah. But yeah, next one.
Collingwood, Collingwood obviously received Billy Frampton, and Adelaide got a third round.
I reckon he'll play key back.
Yeah, I don't think he's very good, so I'm going to call it even on that trade.
Richmond got Jacob Hopper, a third round pick, which is currently 53, and a fourth round pick, currently 63. GWS in return get a second round pick, number 31, and a future third. So I reckon Richmond win this.
Yeah, Richmond win that.
All those picks, and then that's all they have to give up, really.
Correct.
You want to talk about this one?
Sydney obviously got Aaron Francis in a third round pick. Essendon received a second round pick, 37, a future fourth. I think we won that.
What's your thoughts on Aaron Francis?
I think he could be good. I've always said he's good. He just does dumb shit.
Yeah.
And I think he's just, he's obviously had his mental problems.
Do you think you've messed him around a lot, though, like position-wise?
Oh, yeah, definitely. He played
he's a half-back, isn't he?
Yeah, he plays off the half, like centre half-back, back pocket.
Is he tall?
Yeah, he's decent. He's good. He's got good dukes. He just can't kick the footy. Honestly, Sydney will probably turn him into a superstar like they have with every single one in their back line.
Yeah. Shout out to Paddy McCartan.
Yeah. Not just him. Jake Lloyd was picked like 67 in the rookie draft or some shit.
Essendon got Sam Wiedemann, a third round pick, 54, and a future and a fourth round, pick 72. Melbourne got a second round pick, 37 in return. What are your thoughts about Sam Wiedemann coming down with Mr. Peter Wright?
I don't think he's going to be playing forward.
Don't think so at all.
I reckon he'll be down back.
What do you think? Do you want him up forward? Sorry, just so that. Do you want him up forward? Do you think he could value your forward line a bit? Or
I think he'd definitely work in our forward line.
Or do you
Depends
think
how Harry Jones is going.
Sorry. Yeah. Do you think Peter Wright, and you're better off going with that Peter Wright, Harry Jones, than if Jake Stringer stays fit going around them?
I think obviously it depends on who we're playing. I think if I'm looking at the side, obviously I would probably prefer Wiedemann playing forward.
Centre half?
Yeah, definitely centre half forward. And then obviously the big 2 metre playing right out of the bloody square.
And then you can have Harrison Jones develop by taking that third tall.
Yeah, third tall. And then obviously you got Jake Stringer roll through there.
Perkins.
Add in Davey as well.
Yeah.
I think that forward line looks a lot better that way. It also depends on what they're going to do with Nick Cox, because I've got a feeling he's going to be playing a key position back very shortly.
Yeah, so he needs to lock down a position, I think.
Yeah, I reckon his centre half back is what you want Nick Cox playing.
Good kick of the footy.
He's a very good kick.
Next pick, you have Melbourne received Josh Shackey and Western Bulldogs got a future fourth. That's really just to replace Wiedemann, really.
Yeah, he probably won't even play.
And next one?
Melbourne obviously got Lockie Hunter. Western Bulldogs got a future third. A bit of a salary dump here by the old doggies.
I'm going to put it out there.
Melbourne won that. Melbourne won both those trades.
Lockie Hunter is better than a future third.
Oh, yeah. Agreed. Obviously, he's had his drink driving problems.
Yeah. Don't drink drive, guys.
Drink responsibly.
Did I do that one?
So obviously the next one was Brisbane, was Josh Dunkley, future third and a future fourth. Bulldogs received second round pick 21, future first, future second and future fourth.
They went toe to toe with this, but
I don't know who actually wins that. I think that they both come out pretty even there. Dunkley's probably worth 2 firsts.
Yeah. Well, he's got 2 BNFs now, won the most recent one.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's probably pretty even, really.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, I did put Cooper Stevens, sorry. This was a 3-way trade. Collingwood got Tom Mitchell and a second-round pick, which is 25. Hawthorn get 2 third-round picks, 41 and 50, and Cooper Stevens, and Geelong still receive Ollie Henry in that 3-way trade. What do you think of this 3-way trade? Do you reckon it's worked out well for most clubs? Or
I think Hawthorn lose that trade.
Tom
Mitchell's a Brownlow medalist.
Yeah.
He's still good.
Do you reckon he'll be good at Collingwood?
I think he's probably what you need in that midfield.
Is he going to work well with him and Taylor Adams in the same side, or will just have to
I don't think Taylor Adams will play.
At all?
Oh, he'll play, but I don't. Maybe you push Taylor Adams forward on that half forward flank or on a wing.
You could.
I just don't. I think Tom Mitchell. If you're taking Tom Mitchell, Taylor Adams, I'm going Mitchell.
No, 100%.
Taylor Adams is obviously injured every second week, so it adds depth to the Collingwood thing. I think he was what you need. You need that contested ball inside.
I didn't want to lose Ollie Henry.
Yeah, Ollie Henry's a big loss.
He's I reckon he's going to be a star.
I think he's going to be good too.
Western Bulldogs finally got that deal done late, receiving Rory Lobb. Fremantle get a second-round pick 30 and a future second.
Bulldogs win that.
How do you think that forward line's going to work now? Do you think one of them's going to have to go backwards? You got, Bruce? Will Darcy play more back because he showed promise as a forward too?
Well, he's always played back, so I think Darcy goes back. Bruce probably can't get in the side.
Yeah, you got Darcy, the talls. You got Darcy, Norton, Bruce, Jamara.
Waitman plays tall.
Yeah. And then now
it's probably too tall.
Yeah.
I think they're obviously. I think Lobb will play ruck. He'll be that backup ruckman because they'll piss Steph Martin off.
Yeah, he's getting a bit old now, the old Steph. He's been a good citizen though.
He's been a good serviceman. He's a goer.
Yep. Now you go.
Bulldogs win that.
You go the next one.
Fremantle receive Jaeger, O'Meara, a future 4th round. Hawthorn received Lloyd Meek and a future 2nd.
What are your thoughts on this one? Shout out to Will Diss. He was up and about the
big Lloyd Meeky boy.
He's a good listener, but the Lloyd Meek.
He loved the trade, didn't he? He was up and about.
He's a big boy.
How's Hawthorn just tanking in the trade? Just straight up showing their cards that they're going to take.
He didn't like that comment either, did he?
No, he was a bit dirty about that one. Sorry, Will, but it's true. Fremantle win that trade. Fremantle's midfield's not going to be bad.
Mm-hmm.
What, Brayshaw, O'Meara, Fife. Who else is there? Your boy Sarong.
Oh, I love Sarong.
Yeah, I think overall not a bad trade period. Lots of movements, not big stars, but it was decent.
Yeah. Now, do you want to take this? Well, first,
I'll take this one.
You take it, go, mate.
Now, obviously, we know what's coming. What happened on Thursday night? First of all, I want to apologise to a couple of St Kilda supporters before I do this.
Jolly Hills.
One to Jolly Hillis, another one to Paddy Otten, if you're listening, another one to Big Jaden Maddox. But your club is a fucking joke. What are you doing? I've always said this. from day one, St Kilda are no good. And week by week, they just proved me right.
You don't want them. You're not sitting there going,
I don't want them to be bad because some of my good mates are St Kilda supporters, but they get up and about and they think they're good. But then this shit happens. They were 8-3. What did they end up last year? 11-16 or whatever they get. Terrible. Missed out on finals.
Wouldn't have been 11-16. That's 27 games, mate. But
obviously, I'm just going off the top of my head, Trick.
About 11-12.
But what are you doing? One, your trade period was disgusting. Your list has gotten worse from this trade period.
Who did they pick up?
Zane Cordy, and they got rid of Ben Long. Awesome trade. So your list is no much better. Your list is already shit. You've got Jack Steele, who's the heart and soul of your football club, and without him, you'd be terrible. Jack Sinclair, obviously, he's played one good year, I reckon. So he's good. And then you got Max King. You got 3 good players, and the rest are absolute trash. I'll let Membries go because I like him. But
you're not a fan of Rowan Marshall, though, are you?
I don't think he's that good.
No.
I don't think he's that good at all. And then on Thursday night, what have you gone and done is sacked your...
Very late.
Late, like 10:30 at night. You have gone and sacked your coach. Your coach, who 4 months ago you extended for 2 years. 2 years, and then 4 months later, you've gone and sacked him. What are you doing? What is your football club about? Seriously, fuck off out of Victoria and go to Tasmania. That's what the league wants. That's what the league needs. They need the Tasmanian Saints because you guys are a joke. 1 premiership in 60 years, and then you've done that again. You did it with Alan Richardson, I believe, and you've gone and done it again. There's no good coaches out there now.
And who's the front runner they're saying?
Ross Lyon.
After he left you in the dust.
He left you already.
To go to Freo.
To Freo, where they were decent. I don't know what's going on in that football club, but seriously, fuck them off to St. fucking Tasmania. Actually, put them in the VFL.
Cut and done?
Done.
So what is serious and all, like, something had to have gone down.
Well, they did the review, and obviously they found that he was no good. But I don't think he was that bad at all. Obviously, they were 8-3. They had an easy run into round 11.
Best you could do with that list.
Their list is no good. Their list has gotten no much better. They're in some serious hurt. They're rebuilding again after just being through a rebuild, apparently. They're not going to make the 8 next year. They'll sit 14th, anywhere from 11th to, I'd say, 15th. I just don't know what that football club's doing. I've never known what that football club is doing. They've just gone and out Essendon.
Yep.
Like, at least our coach, we blindsided for a reason. And we had a plan to try and get another coach. What coach are you going to go and get? I don't think Ross Lyon's their coach. I think that, if anything, it's going to be like Lenny Hayes or Robert Harvey. But I doubt Robert Harvey wants to leave Collingwood. They're in some serious trouble, Trick. Serious trouble.
Do you think Ross Lyon will be the man they choose?
No.
No? Do you think he wants it?
No, I don't think he wants it either. He's been pretty adamant he doesn't want to coach again.
Yeah. Look, he doesn't want to go for it. He doesn't want to go for a process.
No,
what he doesn't want.
And I don't think he should.
Yeah, if he goes, if you pick me, I want to just be picked. Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, do you want to go on to the international or local?
Well, do we skip the local because the great man's not here?
Or do you reckon we just stuff him?
We'll just skip this week because obviously my
There was 2 rounds played in my league though.
Yeah, all right, let's do it.
Doesn't say there's 2 rounds that were played.
I'll do Clyde then.
Yeah. I'll start it off then. So obviously we're continuing our vote count for rounds 3 and rounds 4 of the WGCA. Your league was a washout. Do you want to go at your league after this?
I'll go at them now. Absolutely pathetic. It was sunny on Saturday. I get that we had like 100 mil in 2 days, but seriously, I drove past many grounds on Saturday on the way to indoor training, and they were playable. It was bloody warm on Saturday. Absolute disgrace. Another week of washout. I reckon if they go one more and wash out this week, there's going to be a lot of people just leaving cricket for good.
All right, now, so our first game of round 3 on the Saturday, you had Devon Meadows playing Upper Beak at Global Recreation Reserve. Where do you find that? Did we win the toss? Where do you find that?
It should say at the top.
Summary.
I'll start.
No. So toss won by Upper Beak, and they chose to bowl. So we put up a score of 3 for 206 after our 40. Young Will Holton opened the batting and raised the bat with 79 not out of 111 balls. Lai, his consistent self, made 51, and our coach, Chris Cleef, made 37 not out off 17 balls.
Not bad at all.
Wickets for Upper Beak, you had Nick Pastoris, 1 for 34 off 8, 1 maiden, and then Al Harrison, 5 overs, 1 maiden, 2 for 12. Then you go over to the batting. We managed to bowl them out for 165. Their top scorer was Nick Pastoris, making 69 from 77, which has also included 3 sixes. Bowlers, you had Ben Hussey, 5 overs, 1 for 24. Chris Cleef, 7 overs, 2 maidens, 1 for 40. Riley Worsling, 8 overs, 2 maidens, 2 for 26. Lucas Carroll, the skipper, 8 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 26. Lucas Light, 8 overs, 2 maidens, 3 for 25. All right, so my votes. I'm going to go 3 votes, Lucas Light.
Yep, that's...
51 and a 3 for.
Yep.
2 for, I'm going to go Will Holton.
Yep.
And my 1, probably come off the bowling, my 1 will go to Riley Worsling for his 8 overs, 2 maidens, 2 for 26.
All right, well, obviously Holty's not here.
Round 3.
Round 3. Obviously I'm doing Clyde. Jesus, they don't deserve this at all. So obviously they were playing Officer. Officer won the toss and elected to bat. After their allotted overs, they finished 6 for 174. I'm not even going to go through the bowlers' figures because they all, by the looks of it, they all bowled trash. But I will touch on one thing, and I think Holty may be right about Clyde. They've been bowled out for 66 in the Clyde. 66. That is disgraceful for a ones cricket side. And for that, no one's getting a vote.
No one's getting a vote.
Not one person.
It's like it was a washout.
There was a washout.
Yeah.
Nothing happened down at the Clyde cricket ground.
Now, for some reason...
That is disgraceful.
Our 4th game...
66.
Our 4th game, you got to scroll over to round 8 for some reason.
Oh, I was wondering where that was.
Yeah, so it's round 8. We play Pakenham Upper at Glover Reserve again. Pakenham Upper won the toss and chose to bowl. We put up 6 for 209 run scorers. Lucas Light holding his bat again with his 2nd century of the season already with 119 not out of 124 balls. And the only next top scorer was Nathan Worsling with 34. Bowlers of Packy Upper, you had B. McLeod, 2 for 40 off his 8.
Yep.
And Kieval, I want to say, 2 for 27 off his 8. And Manavan, 8 overs, 1 main, 1 for 42. And listen to this one, though. You might be a fan of this one. Mitch Mybus. I know him because he was a captain of the B grade I used to play in, when I versed him. 8 overs, none for 73.
Oh.
He's a spinner.
Welcome to right arm happy birthdays, baby.
None for 73. And then we go Pakenham Upper. They were looking all right at first with their opener bringing up his half century, but then certainly departing. Then we managed to get him 9 for 126 after their 40. Bowlers, you had Chris Cleef, 8 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 28. Riley Worsling, 8 overs, 1 maiden, 2 for 25. Lucas Carroll, 8 overs, 4 maidens, 1 for 10. And Lucas Light, 7 overs, 2 maidens, 3 for 17. 3 votes is easy. It's Lucas Light.
Yeah.
2 votes. I want to say 2 votes Riley, 1 vote Lucas Carroll.
Yep, that's good. I'll allow that. So obviously for round 8 or round 4, Clyde have played Carlisle Park Vikings. Before I start this, who the fuck's Carlisle Park Vikings? Because they must be dog shit.
Mitch George plays there.
Does he actually? Yeah. Is he in the ones?
No, yeah, forgot about it. I don't know if he's playing this season
though. So obviously, from what I can tell, is Carlisle won the toss and they batted. They were bowled out for 172. The best of the bowlers for Clyde was Kay Avard with 8 overs, 3 for 42. So well done, mate. In reply, after being bowled out for 66 the day before, Clyde have taken the foot out of their arse and they've won. They've won by 33 runs.
Won?
I actually know Clyde batted first. That makes more sense.
Yep.
6 for 205. So well done, Clyde.
Some run scorers.
So run scores. Mr. Van Dort.
Who Holty loves.
Loves him. 69 off 90. So well done with 8 fours and 1 6.
And you self-named this bloke, remember? The next top scorer?
I can't remember that.
Hammer
time with 59 off 78. Mr. Avard with 44. He's had a good day.
Man match, 3 votes of
Oh, yeah. 3 votes is Mr. Avard. 2 votes is Mr. Van Dort. And 1 vote is Mr. Hammer. So well done, Clyde, for getting on the board and getting a win.
Yes.
I would assume if Holt is correct that you guys haven't won a game in about 13 rounds, I reckon Sunday night down at the Clyde pen, the Panther pen would have been off its hook. Off the hook down there.
They would have been shit. They would have been drinking.
Did Holty play on the weekend?
I don't think he did. I was trying to look for him during the day,
so
and I couldn't see his name.
Because I thought he was trying to avoid us today.
Maybe he got called into work, as he loves to do.
Yeah, actually, I'll have a dig at him. That's another low. Holty, you need to put the law down with work and say, I've got a podcast to
on a
attend
Monday
at 4 o'clock. Come on, mate. Are you better than that?
Like, it's not the fact that you're taking work. It's the time notice you're giving us.
Yeah, come on.
Mate.
Last night at 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it's like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm reading it going, I didn't even bother opening it. I just saw it, and I was just like, oh, my God. Bit of notice would be lovely,
Holty. It would
Holty.
be nice, Holty.
I know he's going to bite back and not like this at all.
That's all right.
But a bit of notice would be lovely.
Yeah, it would be nice.
T20s. We got some Australia versus England action.
Yeah, so obviously we did the first T20 last week and there was 2 more. So obviously the second T20, Australia won the boss and can't even speak.
Won the toss and elected to bowl.
Can't even speak after today. That's how...
I'll take it then, mate.
No, I can do it.
You sure, mate?
So Australia won the toss and elected to bowl. So in the first, obviously after their 20, England were 7 for 178, Milan with 82 or 49, Ali with 44 off 27. The pick of the bowlers for the Aussies was the big Stoin with 3 for 34 off 4. So that was well done, Stoin. Good to see you back bowling. And big Zorba with 2 for 26 off 3.
That's Zampa for anyone who doesn't realise.
So obviously, once again, Australia haven't got the chocolates and fallen 8 runs short. Our batsmen, the best one, were Marsh with 45 of 21. Big Tim David with 40 of 23, isn't he? Showing that he's got the middle order thing. The pick of the bowlers for England was Curran with 3 for 25 of 4. Obviously, England win by 8 runs. Player of the match, no surprises there, was Dawood Malan.
Now, comments on this. After he hasn't made a big score, but he's hitting the ball really well and just making those nice scores. Is Tim David playing that first game?
Yeah, he has to.
Yeah,
he has to be
5 or 6.
Yeah, so I would say the batting lineup will be what? If I'm going through it, Warner, Finch.
Yep.
Marsh. They'll play Smith.
We don't want him to.
Maxwell.
David.
Nah, they'll go Stoin. If Stoin's bowling, he's playing. Then David.
Yep.
Wait, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Stark.
5, 6, 7, 8. Stark.
And
Zorba.
Zampa and Hazelwood?
Nah, they'll go Cummins, surely.
Now,
what's that one?
This is what they will go. What would you go? I know you'd cross Smith out straight away.
Actually, I would say that's our best side.
Even with Smith in a T20 game?
I think think about it. If you lose 2 quick ones, Smith kind of anchors the innings. Then if you don't lose 2 quick ones, Maxwell goes straight up to 4.
Yep.
Smith drops down, Stoyan. I reckon that's not a bad side, actually.
Yeah.
Smith's going to play that anchor role, kind of like Joe Root does.
Yep.
And then who else is there? Williamson, these kind of guys. You need someone like that. Otherwise, you've got too many hitters. Obviously, Wade's the same. Obviously, if they're losing quick ones, I'd throw Wade up the top too.
Anchor as well? Or hit?
Anchor,
yeah.
Because he can play that conservative role as well. Yeah. You've got the power there that you can think. It's just probably the bowling's a little bit short.
Now, the third T20 was a bit of a disappointment with the rain.
Do we even need to talk about it? Washed out, no result.
Well, I just want to talk about how good is Josh Butler? 65 not out again off 41 balls. Is he the best T20 bat in the world?
Yes, quite comfortably. It's either him or probably Darwin Milan.
Yes. So, do you want to preview a bit of the World Cup? What are your predictions? Do you think we can defend our?
We can definitely defend it. I think England are the outright favourites by a country mile.
Mm-hmm.
They're a very good T20 side. Australia, things have to go right. They have to actually. Finch has to find some form. Maxwell has to find some form. And our bowling needs to be better, I reckon. I think England are by far the better side.
Yep.
I think New Zealand's all right. Pakistan are usually pretty good. I don't know. Yeah.
India, no?
India, obviously. India play well in Australia, so I would say it's out of 4 sides for me.
So Australia, England, New Zealand, India?
No, I don't think New Zealand can win it.
No?
I think it'll be Pakistan are better than New Zealand in T20s.
Yep.
I'm just going to throw a little smoky out there. My boys, the West Indians.
Are they going to qualify?
Oh, yeah, they're going to qualify.
Yeah.
They're playing Scotland in a couple of hours.
Do you think they can win it?
Oh, yeah. They've done it before. They'll do it again. I love the West Indies.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing for cricket is when the West Indies are firing.
Mm.
They won't win it, but I want them to because they'll party like anything.
Oh, imagine the Cottrell celebrations you'll get.
Just anything. The champion.
Everybody's anything else you wanted to touch on? A bit of a shorter episode, but anything else you wanted
not much to touch on.
Well, obviously, we've got no blow up. You got any wisdom?
No wisdom this week. Didn't really do anything last week. I just sat inside and went to the baby show.
How was the pub?
That was good. Shout out to Castillo's down there in Pakenham. Was good. Good feed. Couple of beers was nice.
Get up on the punt?
No, I got a lot of seconds and thirds on Saturday.
No good.
A bit shit.
No good.
Yeah, no.
I think I broke probably even. I think.
Yeah, I've been shocking on the punt lately, but it's coming.
It's coming.
There's a big day coming.
Chase your losses. They can't run forever.
Those losses can't run forever down there.
Oh, and it's the season for it's coming.
Oh, yeah. It's coming. This week. Oh, no. This week's Mooney, so stay clear.
Well, guys, that'll probably just about wrap up the episode, and I'd like to apologise for last week. I did say we'd have Jackson Binns as part of the part 2 episode last week, but
he lied.
He had some late stuff he had to sort out. So
just like Holty did today.
But we are having him on the part 2 episode this week. That is locked and loaded, so stay tuned for that. And we also have about another 3 guests lined up coming up very soon.
So definitely this Wednesday?
Who?
Bindsy.
Binzy?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Definitely this week? Because you said that last week and you've lied to the listeners.
It's locked and loaded, mate.
I know a couple of people out there. Shout out to Big Seams. He was dirty that he was not on.
Sorry, Seams. Sorry, mate.
He was expecting that and you've lied to him and I don't know if he's going to come back.
Sorry, Seamsy. Please do come back. Please do. And obviously, just like to say thank you to everyone who supports this podcast, as last week was 1 year since we dropped our first episode.
Yeah, 1 year of doing the potty. So obviously, me and Holty weren't there from the start, but
me and JP grinded our way through.
I reckon you did 2 episodes with JP before he pulled the pin.
No, you did about 10.
No.
Yeah, it was about 10.
No way.
It was about 10. Then
I reckon you were doing it by yourself for at least 4 weeks.
It was then, because then he had another job that would finish at 2:30. And then he would come here, and then it would be easy. That's when he was back living at Packy. He would come here instead of going home first, then go cricket.
Yeah.
That worked perfect. Then he got the new job when he was working more in the city.
Yeah.
So he'd come home 6 o'clock, and then it was just too hard.
Oh, I've heard rumors he's just sitting at home doing nothing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, he came on that one time.
Yeah, it was good to see that. He's a big fella.
Yeah. Had to go with your grey hair, though.
That's all right. He can get over it. We can go through the unstoppable call.
Oh, no. We're doing a touch on that.
I love the man, but
he makes some shocking calls. Give him one thing.
I'll give him one thing. You got the Peter Max King thing right. But I don't know about this. This has been a little bit far-fetched for me.
JP.
He reckons Peter Wright and Sam Wiedemann are going to be unstoppable. They're only going to be unstoppable because the 2 metre is so good. But yeah, good on you, JP. I love it.
But yeah, I think that'll just about wrap up this episode. Tune in for part 2 because that will be a very good episode, and I'm intrigued to learn more about Jackson. And yeah, so thank you, Connor, for joining.
Anytime.
Oh, sorry, mate. Not there.
He's working. He's got service to do.
What do you go? It's 10 o'clock. Oh, got a 450 people function.
Yeah, he'll be flat out.
400. Sorry, trick.
Yeah, he'll be flat out. He'll be flat out like a sunbacon lizard.
All right. Cheers, guys, for listening, and we will see you next time.
Bye.